the fundamental principle when it comes to investing money is owning stocks and offsetting risks with fixed income. What is fixed income? Fixed income products are investment vehicles that provide regular, hence fixed, interest and return to principal at maturity.
Okay.
They're common for generating stable income and managing risks. So you can buy here $1,000, and let's say the fixed income product is 10 years. In 10 years, you get your $1,000 back. And then along the way, if there's a 10% interest on it, you're getting $100 every year as well. So after 10 years, you get the $1,000 plus, which is your principal, and then you get $1,000 of interest total. 1,000 of it is interest, and 1,000 of it is a return of your principal. And a lot of times with fixed income products, when you purchase that product, in this example, it's a 10-year fixed income product that you invested $1,000 in, you know what the yield's going to be. It's generally fixed, hence the name. In this example, it's 10%. It's very risk adverse. You know what it's going to look like for the most part. If you leave the money and don't sell early, or the company doesn't call it early and send you your money back early, if it gets to maturity, you have an idea of what it's going to look like. Mm-hmm. And the idea is a portion of your savings should be put into fixed income that allows you to become a better investor, because stocks are the opposite of fixed income, which means they are variable. Stocks, you put $1,000 in, and it starts at 1,000, and it can go down, it can go up, it can stay in the middle, and it kind of fluctuates, and it looks like that. And over time, you hope that it grows. But depending on when you're looking at it, you can be up or you can be down. So in a down market year, you need to rely on something that's slow and steady, like fixed income. And when the market is up, you can rely more on your stocks to produce liquidity if needed. Do you understand the relationship here between stocks and fixed income?
Yes, I do. But can you give a couple examples of what a fixed income would be?
Sure. There's a lot of different types of bonds. There's treasury bonds, there's municipal bonds, there's T-bills, there's all kinds of bonds. But bonds, as a general rule, is the most commonly recognized fixed income product. There's others as well. You can think of CDs, certificate of deposits, as fixed income. You can think of fixed annuities as fixed income. And another example would be a money market account, which inherently has bonds invested inside of the mutual funds, short-term bonds like T-bills, allowing the money to grow at a conservative rate, that you can count on that money being there and considered liquid. So those are some examples. Mm-hmm. And there's others as well. There's complicated things out there like mortgage-backed securities and other things as well. But for the most part, people will understand these four. And most of the time when you're building a plan, at some point, people will have all these things inside of their plan. So when you buy fixed income, it's not just one product. It's a variety of products at different times in people's lives. Just like stocks is not one product. So what are examples of stocks, since we're talking about examples of bonds? You can own the stock outright and become a shareholder. You can own a fund of stocks called ETFs. You can own stocks inside of a mutual funds. Sometimes when you're working for a company, they'll give you direct company stock. So in general, stocks have high risk, which means that they have high returns. So high risk equals high returns. Not guaranteed, but that's how you can give yourself a chance of getting a high return. And then bonds are low risk, and they equal lower returns. Bonds, one of the misconceptions about bonds is that they don't have any risk, and that's just inherently not true. And we can look at the risk associated with bonds. But opposites attract in financial planning, and this is one example of how a mix of fixed income and a mix of stocks is what would make someone a good investor.